Now, a lot of times I want to make sure my files are clean. That means beginning and end are cut off perfectly. So if I want to loop it, it'll loop back and forth without having a single problem. And the best way to do this is to actually get a much closer view horizontally and vertically. Now, here's how we do it. I tend to look at the beginning first, so I'm going to move the cursor up here. I'm going to go from end point to the start point. So I'm going to press the cursor up, and now we see the start point of my sample. We can see that there's a little bit of space between the S right here and where the sample starts, and we see the space here. I want to get rid of that space. Now, what I'll do here is I'll press zoom, which is F6. Now here in zoom, we can see here we have the horizontal and vertical we showed you before earlier. So what I'm going to do here now is I can turn the data wheel if I want to, and you'll see down here we have the vertical moving. See that? So I can, the vertical, see that? That gets me a little further away, so I can do that. And then I can close it, then turn the wheel and get closer. See that? So make sure you actually close that parameter first, then turn your data wheel. Otherwise, you turn zoom on and move the data wheel, you're just going to be changing the vertical view of our sample. So, then I'll close it. Now I'm going to get closer. Now I'll turn the data wheel again. So you can get closer now. Right to the edge of that sample, right there. That way I want to zoom again, just so I get a much better view. You want to make sure I'm right up on that sample. See, we're right there. You can see now that my vertical view has magnified my sample. You can see the little bits of it here as it crosses the apex, this line right here, up and down across that line. And you'll notice there's the peaks and the value, of course, of the sample. And right here, I'm trying to get to that little space. So I'm going to close it. And now I'm going to move the cursor over there a little more. And now we're right here on the edge of the start point. Start point's right there. And I can go to zoom again and turn my data wheel. As you can see, since I am turning it, you'll see this little graph here move back across to the left. That's a little too much there, but it's for demonstration. And I'll close the window. Now to test it, I'll hit the pad. Now it's important to hit the pad. I want to make sure I'm hitting the beginning, the direct beginning of the sample. I want to get the very top of it. So I hit the pad, I want to feel. And I'll hit up and down and get a feel. So we get a feel of the sample right there. See that? Turn up a little bit more so we can hear it. So any one of these pads, of course, will